Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. We have a very sick Jamison today.
You are, mate, aren't you?
I've been in the wars this week, haven't been able to work, but you know, I've got myself up and ready for today.
Feeling better?
Yep, episode 96 today. Very happy to have you all along, either watching or listening. What have you guys been up to? Send us a DM, let us know if anything exciting's happened. Have you been skydiving? Have you been fucking, I don't know, to the Olympics? Do we have any Olympians watching?
Yeah, an Olympian listener.
Because there was what?
That'd be nice.
Nearly 500 athletes, I think. Mm-hmm. So surely one of them watches.
Surely one of them's seen a TikTok of ours.
Oh, no,
100%, 100%.
We see that Sam Fricker bloke every week.
Yeah, true.
He can't say some words properly.
Is he good at what he does?
He finished 28th or something.
28th in the world's pretty good. How many divers are there?
I'm not sure. But
The other Aussie bloke did well. Made the final, came like 10th or something.
yeah, and he's only been doing it for 2 years.
Nice.
He looks like a good bloke too.
Yeah.
It's funny, what I noticed at the Olympics in the diving is, you know how they have a spa?
Yeah.
So like they chill in the spa before their next dive. Everyone chilled in the spa bar the Chinese.
Oh, because they're ready to go, bro. They don't need to relax.
And then guess who finished number 1 and 2?
Elite, bro.
The Chinese.
Difference of nothing, pretty much.
We watched the final.
It was insane.
While we were
114 dive or something. Damn.
And there was like less than a point or a few points between them.
It was like 2 points, so it was crazy. And they were lengths above the rest, like 10 points, 20, whatever.
100%.
From that English bloke, Tom Daly, who everyone fell in love with years ago. And now he's gay, so the women probably still love him in a different way, though. But sad they would have been.
What do you mean now he's gay?
Like he came out as gay.
Yeah.
No one knew he was gay when he first came on to diving. Nah.
Oh.
And everyone was like frothing him.
Like Dumbledore and shit.
Is he gay?
Apparently Dumbledore's gay. J.K. Rowling came out and
she's
said
just
that.
doing that to like look woke.
Yeah.
Dumbledore's not gay, bro.
But then she's also been slammed for transphobic comments, I believe.
Really?
So
she's trying to cover her tracks.
Yeah.
That's a problem with the Harry Potter thing. Like,
no, I think the trans comments came after
really?
Dumbledore. So
she says a lot of things after to like people have been pointing out, things to her, and then she just makes up a little story after. And I'm like, you've already written the book. You could have added that shit in.
Yeah. She's
it is
rewriting
the story
a
is what
chapter,
it is.
An extra episode.
Dumbledore's gay. Wow. No, I
Wouldn't
reckon she's
have-
just saying it.
Wouldn't have thunk it.
For sure. I reckon I reckon he'd be more likely to be gay than Dumbledore.
Yeah, Harry does have some feminine tendencies, doesn't he?
A bit of a wimp. He is, I reckon, throughout most of it.
Yeah, he he did appear like that.
I feel like he became wimpier as he got older.
But then man won that battle, you know what I mean?
That was rigged. You're telling me Voldemort couldn't smack up Harry with ease? Come on.
Yeah, and he's adult.
We could smack up Harry Potter, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
He's a wimp.
Just little
we could
left,
smack
right.
up. Nah. I want to re-film those movies realistically with Voldemort taking over.
I'll give him another scar.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Come on. Harry ain't nothing.
Speaking of Scar, I watched Scarface for the first time last night.
Amazing, isn't it?
Great movie.
Amazing, bro.
Apparently, like I said to Dad, like, have you seen it? And he goes, yeah, of course I did. I said, when did you see it? He said, 83, when it came out.
Yeah.
And he said, it was very gruesome. That's all I remember from it. And I was like, yeah, it is. But then if you watch movies now, they're even more gruesome. So it's funny how times have changed.
Yeah, back then, I guess the world was a bit more conservative in the 80s.
Good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
For something like, I'm not like involved in drugs, but I love drug movies.
Yeah, they're elite. They're elite.
Because you're sort of riding the thrill factor of doing that. Yeah, without having to do it.
Yeah. No, they're
But
great
it makes
films.
you think the life would be pretty...
Be full on, bro. Be exciting, adrenaline, money,
But you sort of know,
beautiful women.
once you start it, you've probably got 20 years until you're gone.
Oh, yeah. Most of them end pretty badly. I feel like there's a
Horrific
1%,
endings.
not even, probably like 0.5% that get away.
Yeah.
The perfect crime type thing.
That was like I watched Cocaine Cowboys the other week.
You finished it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, one of the guys never got caught.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So, and he's...
Perfect crime.
Well, no, he got caught maybe like once or twice, but then he like fled and now he's just in a different Dominican Republic or something. Just chilling.
No extradition type thing?
No, he got extradited, but then they needed to catch him again. It was something like that.
Just a technicality.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly because, my brain's a bit clogged up and frazzled at the minute. But
I was watching one, How to Sell Drugs Online.
Yep.
So I started watching the show initially, but I don't like who they cast as the main character, so I stopped watching.
And then you watched?
And then I watched, there's a documentary on it.
That's the one I watched,
yeah. Pretty good, eh?
Very good.
His story's crazy,
but
bro.
he's just like a normal bloke.
He's just a little nerd and knew nothing about drugs, never did them, and somehow built this drug empire from his bedroom.
I learned a lot about posting, packaging and stuff
crazy,
like that.
Bro.
Which is good for us because we had some broken
just
mugs.
Did it
that
from his fucking... Because, like, it makes sense because they don't check... Like, obviously, post coming into Australia, they check pretty heavily. Yeah. Like you see on, Australia's pretty strict on, like... But
domestically...
Like, domestic post, bro, you just put it in the thing and you get... It's not going through a scanner or anything. No. Like, it gets there. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's like... We put them into, like... What is it? Like a big... bin type thing.
Yeah.
And then Posty picks it up and delivers it.
Then Post fucking throws them around and smashes the mugs. What the fuck, bro? There was definitely an angry worker that day.
Yeah.
Who was just like, fuck this, and just was smashing them, I reckon.
Yeah. Obviously, packaging on our end could have been better.
But some of it, like, it seems like quite a few have got through well.
Majority have gone through fine, yeah.
I don't know.
Bit fishy.
I reckon there was a bit of a...
We'll track down that worker.
There was an angry worker.
It's like you
I don't blame him. He's probably sad, working at the post office for 20 years. But
there's people at the airport throwing luggage around.
Oh, they don't give a fuck at the airport. Yeah. They're just throwing that with... They are throwing it with force because they're angry.
I'll tell you what else doesn't give a fuck, Dyl.
Mm-hmm.
Magpies.
Oh.
Tell me about them.
You're passionate. Because I feel like people don't understand this... And... People overseas don't understand the fear of this. So we have in Australia magpies, right? And I looked earlier, they are from South New Guinea and Australia, right? So this is where they live.
They are black and white birds.
Black and white birds.
I'd say a regular sized bird.
Yep. Very smart. I just found out that they're one of the smartest, right? I saw a thing that they remember faces. And this is the scariest part about magpies. So everyone always says Australia is a scary place to live. This is one of the scariest things. You're walking, right?
Yep.
You see a shadow come up behind you, swoop. You do a quick duck because you can't even see it, bro. They got airborne advantage. These magpies, it's called swooping, okay? This is for everyone. And they fucking swoop you. The magpies attack you from above. Mm-hmm. They peck your head and try to peck your eye. People get their eyes pecked and lose eyes. They come up from, they swoop down and fucking like...
And it's relentless.
It's relentless. They keep coming back. And... It's like, apparently, if you're near their nest or something, but people you walk through the park and a magpie will swoop you and attack you. It attacks kids. Kids get attacked. I had one where I used to work at a shopping centre, and when I would walk from the parking lot, this magpie would swoop me, bro. And I'm like in the middle of a fucking road trying to, it's frightening. Magpie swooping is scary. We have birds that attack us.
Yeah, it is. It's horrific.
And the other day, tell them about this story. It's tragic, bro.
Yeah, so... It was on the news the other day, and I was with Dyl, and I said, mate, a child, I think it was 5-month-old, has just died from a magpie attack. So basically, horrific story, and we send our condolences to the family. But basically, the magpie swooping, this is what we heard. And then the mum who was holding the 5-month-old has tried to duck and then tripped over and fell on top of the baby, and the poor thing died. And it was as a result of these horrific magpies.
Bro, and kids people have lost eyes. It's one of the most frightening things.
It's traumatic.
You cannot escape. No. I'd never experienced it until when I was 19, and it was one of the scariest things ever. Yeah. There's no escape, bro. You're in the open, and they've got air advantage. Yeah. What can you do? You can't run. They swoop down and they peck at you, and they go by you. They install fear in you.
A lot of cyclists have video cameras on their head and shit, like a GoPro, and they capture. If you don't understand,
Google this shit.
Google it and
YouTube it. Magpie swooping.
Craziest magpie attacks, and then it'll be good to enjoy. It's a funny thing to watch as long as no one gets hurt.
Yeah, then I was driving in and saw someone else getting swooped, and I was laughing. I thought, fucking good, mate.
Of course you were.
But I was trying to, I was scared. I was trying to punch the fucking thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But then you don't know, they're such a hard creature to damage.
Bro, really. They're an elite predator. If the magpies turned on us, we'd all be fucked.
Yeah.
Mate, if 4 magpies came at you, bro, you'd die. They could peck the shit out of you and kill you.
There was a movie, what was it called? Crow or Birds or something? And it was a horror movie that I remember we had to watch in English, right? And it was, who was the guy that used to make all the horror movies like years ago?
Well, Stephen King or something.
It might have been him. And it was like all of these birds would literally just all gang up and attack people and kill them.
That's fucked.
They just went through the town and
Birds are crazy, bro.
yeah.
Oh,
Scary
magpie
stuff.
swooping. Google that shit because it's fucked.
Scary stuff.
Australia is scary.
It is. As I said earlier, I've been sick this week.
You have, mate.
Yeah, and I went to
Back's
the doctors.
fucked.
Yeah, so
You're dying, bro.
So that's what happened. I cooked my back on the weekend once again. I was just bending forward to grab a parking ticket on the dash, right? And then shooting pain ravages me.
Okay.
I'm in a bit of, strife. So I actually had to pull over the car and get out and just
did you get a ticket? Did you get fined?
No. So it was like our parking ticket that we got.
So yeah, you pulled over.
So I pulled over on the side of the road. Grace goes, do you want me to drive home? And I was like, no, I got it. I'm all good. So I drive back home in like intense pain, trying not to show it, obviously. Because when you're 21 years old, you don't want to be having back complaints.
Nah, you don't want to be, I get
Because then I'm like, people are going to think I'm like 40 years old. I'm putting it on, but it's a genuine like concern. Anyway, so the next day goes, and I'm still in like a hell of a lot of pain. I wake up, I can't put shoes on, can't put socks on. So I go to the doctors, right? So I went to the doctors for my back, not for my sickness, because my sickness was starting to come up.
But not the main priority at that point.
Exactly. So I've gone to the doctors, and not my normal GP. So I'm a bit like tentative. I think I've been to this one once before.
Where do you go? Is it near the Red
Tandara?
Rooster?
The one near St. Munchin's.
Okay. Oh, across the
road.
road. They have like lots like a pathology thing, radiology, like
when I did my knee, I went to all the different places. Yeah. Anyway,
good spot.
I go to there a fair bit. It's just where I went as a kid,
Yeah.
so I'll just keep going. But I went to this new one in Gosnells, and it was a horrific experience. I'll tell you what, there was probably 30 people inside, right? The normal one I go to, there's probably 10 tops. So I go in there, it's really busy. Go in there 5 minutes before my appointment. I'm waiting for about 25 minutes, half an hour. And then everyone in there was dead. So, like, they were either, like, maybe 85 plus.
On the Grim Reapers were waiting in the room for them, bro.
When, like, there's room from their eyes to, like, the first bit of their eyelid. So you can actually see. Yeah, they're sunken. You can see inside.
Like that, is it Prince Charles?
Yeah. But, bro, it's like...
Man, he was dead, like, 5 years ago. I don't know.
Skater bowls in their eyes. And, like, there was one couple who were deceased for sure. Like, there's no way they're alive. Yeah. And they couldn't talk. They both had Parkinson's, I believe, because they were doing the shakes. Yeah. I thought they were dancing when they walked in.
Aesthetics, bro. Maybe they're just old crackies.
No way. Anyway, and they walk in the door, and they didn't have enough strength. So I go up and open the door for them. Really polite. Didn't get a thank you. Right? I'm thinking, all right.
Should have fucking pushed him over.
I was thinking, like, okay, I understand.
They probably can't say it.
It's probably right for me. It's probably the done thing, like, for me to help you. But then again, I do want a little thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I open the door for them. I get nothing. Then the door kept opening from the wind, and then the wind would, like, blow into their faces, and then they'd start making noise.
Yeah.
So then I'd go up and push the door closed, along with this other bloke. And we were doing this for, like, the 25, 30 minutes that I was waiting there. And then every time it opened, and then every time we closed it, no thank you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the disrespect. I understand or respect your elders. I'm not going to respect them if they're like that.
Yeah.
Then this thought popped into my head. One, how did they get here? If they can barely walk, how do they drive? Like, if they're...
Maybe they're just bussing it.
Bruv, I don't know. I don't think they'd be able to step up onto a bus.
True.
But
were they using walkers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I'm just telling you that these people shouldn't be... You know what? People that are like that shouldn't be allowed out of the home.
No, they should, or they should... I guess there is I was going to say there should be a spot for them. There is old people's home or old gated communities.
Yes, exactly. Where there's like a little shop, like everything they need is there.
Yeah.
But
100%, bro.
They're
just easy targets for criminals as well.
Thieves. And in Gosnells, it's a hot spot. So for these people.
Nana's definitely getting busted up, bro, around here, you know?
But she wouldn't even know what would happen. There was one bit where she walked up to the door and she was looking outside. So she's standing in the doorway, looking outside, and she was there for maybe 10 minutes just looking out.
I never want to be like that, bro. But luckily euthanasia's around now. So, I mean, you know, if you feel yourself mentally going,
just pull that plug.
You can go too, you know?
Exactly. But yeah, I just, you know, shout out to the old people, but it's not like they'll be watching.
They're not. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, just there needs to be something put into place where, I don't know, the health and well-being of everyone has to be taken into account. Because I don't know what they had.
That's fair.
I'm really sick. I probably got it from them.
From the oldies?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Easy target.
That's true, bro.
You remember how I said I spontaneously bought a Beetlejuice hoodie?
Mm-hmm.
That went to Sydney.
Yes.
Then it went to New York. Then it went to some place in New York called Jamaica.
Okay.
Then it went to Queens, where we know...
Yes, Chase.
Vinny Chase, Entourage. Then it went back to Sydney.
Okay, good.
Then it went back to New York.
Oh, not good.
And now it's stuck in New York. And number one, I'm not in Sydney, obviously. We're in Perth.
So it's never coming.
Mate, it's doing loops. The money that they've spent trying to get this thing to me would be through the roof.
Can't be that difficult to send it to Perth.
Bruv, 4
We're not
planes.
that isolated, are we?
4 plane trips. Bang, 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 bang. And now there's going to be another 6 just to get it there. And, well, like,
how much was shipping originally?
I don't know, $20 or something for America.
Okay.
25, I don't know. But I don't even want it anymore.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you spontaneously buy something, you know, that might wear off after, you know, a few days.
Yeah, and then
but the fact that it's been over a month, I'm just a bit like
kind of over it.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore.
I'm sure it'll make its way here eventually.
Might do a giveaway.
Yeah,
give it away in the potty.
Nah, it'll get here. Some things just take forever, bro.
I know. Like
in the world we're in. Hoodie. We went to a comedy show.
We did. Luke Kidgel's comedy show.
Yep, packed out. Right,
packed out 1,000 person theatre.
Subiaco, classy venue.
Yep,
nice place, right? And I'd never been to a comedy show like that before.
Neither have I.
And like the people there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Some people there are just fucking losers. Like the people. Like, there's like 2 types I want to crack at, bro. Firstly, the people who shout out during the comedy shows, shut the fuck up. Like, please, like, die in your seat. Honestly, it's so uncomfortable and annoying. Like, stop screaming things out. Why do they think it's like, do they go to the comedy show and they just think that screaming out's okay? Like, they think they're so funny, or they scream out a shitty joke, or...
And the person that was doing it at this show
bro,
was the most annoying, inconsiderate piece of shit you could ever meet.
Yeah. She was a crackhead and she was just screaming out like just random like cocaine and just weird shit, and she would keep going. I don't know how the people around her didn't tell her to shut up.
I don't know how she didn't get kicked out the venue. I was getting so mad,
bro.
And I know we always hear this, people say they were going to do things. I'll say that I was close to doing it. I probably wouldn't have, but look, I was that close to walking over there and dragging her out myself.
I can't believe no one...
I was so
I don't
fucking
know how
mad.
she didn't get kicked out. She just kept screaming, and then there was like girls in front of us who kept shouting shit out as well. And I'm just thinking, shut the fuck up, bro. Nobody cares about your opinion. Like, we're here to listen to the comedian, not you. You're not a comedian.
Yeah.
You're not funny.
And what they were saying, this is what was pissing me off, was the girls that were in front of us, probably, they'll find this, I reckon.
Good, bro. Fuck them.
They need etiquette. They need theatre etiquette.
Oh, and they just...
You know what they were doing? They were whispering to each other loudly before a joke was said, and then when it came up and he goes like, oh, and that's so Perth, then they're like, oh, I knew he'd say that. Oh my God, how'd I guess that?
And then they actually was trying to scream things at it. Remind you, we're up the top, like pretty, fair ways back. He's not going to fucking hear you, nerd. Oh. If you wanted to talk to you, he talks to the people in the front row. If you want to be spoken to, sit there.
Or if you want to have a chat to him,
don't scream shit out.
Wait until the meet and greet after.
It was just disgusting behaviour,
stand in that line.
And some people, right, it is interesting, like what... People are laughing at genuinely every single thing he says. Like, he came out and said, Perth, how you going? And the girls behind us were like, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is comedy?
Yeah. Like, he had some punchlines that we laughed at.
Yeah.
Good.
But I'm saying every single word people were just, like, dying over. And I thought, this is crazy. Like,
and it's like, So basically, there was one bit. So he loves his cum jokes, right? His semen-based jokes.
He did call himself a cum poet.
Yeah. But he goes, all right, so I'm about to talk about cum. And then everyone started laughing, and I was like, that's not the joke.
Yeah.
And then,
But then there's probably people who don't think we're funny, you know?
yeah, obviously.
Like, because we had a bloke message us, and he goes, oh, I can't believe you guys have Luke on. Like, I really like you guys, and I don't like Luke, and my brother really likes Luke and doesn't like you guys. Yeah. And I thought, oh.
He goes, maybe we can actually watch one together.
Common ground. But it is interesting just what people find funny.
Yeah.
But what's not funny is fucking screaming out, bro. Like, just in public, as a rule of thumb, don't scream out ever in public. Never. No matter what it is.
Not even if your friend has just come home from a country and they're running towards you.
Nah. Go up to them, embrace them nicely.
Yeah,
whisper
in their ear.
Come on, bro. Oh, it was so annoying. Just screaming shit out. I just wanted to shoot myself. It made it so uncomfortable to just sit there, you know?
Oh, bro.
It was absolutely fucked,
horrific.
Bro. It was fucked.
Lately, I've been really invested in these two blokes who have travelled from Birmingham.
You've been addicted, bruv.
Oh, mate, I've been messaging you.
From Birmingham. Is that where Peaky Blinders is from? Is that where they're hanging out?
I think Birmingham is TGF boys.
I want to see if Peaky Blinders is in. I think it's from setting Birmingham originally. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we love that spot. TGF,
we do.
Peaky Blinders.
It's basically these two blokes. One's 18, one's 19, and they have a mate who sort of films a lot of the time. And basically they're two blokes who have travelled to Marbella, Spain.
Okay.
Right. Now, they just
randomly decided, is this how their YouTube channel started?
Nah, they're fitness boys.
Okay.
So they do fitness programs and have a Patreon where they do like basically nude fitness shows and shit. But I don't know, respect. They're chasing their bag. They're doing what they want.
Yes.
They've travelled to Spain for 3 months and they're just there living the best life.
To have fun.
It's sort of like when we say, oh, we want to go to LA.
Yeah.
When they were going to Marbella, they were saying like, oh, this is actually happening. And
so they just one day woke up and said, we're going.
Yeah. And they documented this whole trip, right? So from just before they left to touching down, they're like, oh, Harry, we're actually here, mate.
Yeah.
Like, they're so happy. They go through customs and they're like, oh, we're on the way to Love Island, Casa Amor. Like, they're just taking the piss, right? And, you know, they're seen as disrespectful and just like fuckwits, basically.
Yeah.
But they've gone to this foreign land and they just go up to every woman they see and they're like, oh, wagwan, darling, how you doing? Like, just random shit. And, like, one of them goes, one of them calls them, oh, you're a good sort. Like, you're a good looking.
Yeah.
And they go up to, like, groups, like, these blokes that are with girls and just, like, take the girls away. And
there is safety in being a foreigner in a country, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like, you have confidence, I feel.
Oh, yeah. Like, we touched down in Bali.
Like, you just being an Australian overseas, and I'm guessing for them being an Englishman overseas, you do have some confidence. I don't know what it is. You just feel free. Yeah. You know?
And we've talked about this before. A lot of girls overseas, especially, let's say you're a Spanish girl and you hear a foreign accent.
Yeah.
You're going to be just
exactly.
Like,
we don't, you know, some people probably don't think, as an Australian, you don't think it's that amazing. Yeah. But, you know, how we view, you know, everyone loves people from different countries, whether you're into Italians, Germans, English, whatever you like, Spanish. So how we view them is exactly how they view Australians. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you were a girl and you were a Spanish girl, an Australian walks in, you'd be thinking, wow, amazing. You know? Like, you just would, because you're so used to being around your own people, you can't appreciate them as much anymore.
But yeah, these guys, they pop up on my TikTok all the time. And, like, some of their TikToks are fucked. Like, they're just, like, degrading women, like, disgusting. But then there's some that are, like, funny.
Just entertainment?
Yeah, and their journey is entertaining.
How many subs they got? They doing okay?
About the same as us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking rapidly growing. Yeah. So they have, like, maybe 14, 15K subs, but their last few videos have had 70, 80K.
Oh, okay. Maybe we need to go to this joint.
Marbella. But, like, we wouldn't do the stuff they're doing. Because the amount of, like, dignity and respect you'd lose is massive. Like, I'm telling you, every time he walks up to a girl, he's losing respect from everyone watching. He does a live stream every single day.
Okay.
Right? So this is the light skin, the darker fella.
Yeah.
He does a live stream on Instagram every single day of him approaching as many girls as he can, training, right? Preparing for the night ahead.
He's kind of like they sound like the English Simo guy.
A little
but
bit.
actually putting it into practice,
Yeah,
whereas he just sits in the
talks
bedroom.
a lot of shit. Yeah. There you
It's
go.
nice. It's nice to document their journey.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
to look back at.
Yeah, and their kids will fucking love it.
Yeah, definitely. I had this thought. This was actually when I was really drunk, right? But it just
Okay.
came to me. So I noticed. I feel like this is a massive difference in boys and
Yeah.
how they act with their mates versus girls and how they act with their friends.
Right.
Right? And I feel like this, there's obviously outliers, but I reckon this is pretty accurate. So with the lads, right?
Uh-huh.
You talk shit to their face, right?
Yes.
And then behind their back, you say nice things about them.
100%.
You talk so much shit to your mate's face. And then when you're with a different person, you say nice things about your friend. Oh, he's a good bloke. He is, isn't he?
I like where
Stuff
this
like
is going,
that.
mate. I
It's
like
true,
where it's
right?
going.
Girls, on the
Yeah.
other hand, so nice to
Oh
each
my God,
other's
your
face.
hair's so beautiful.
Hype each other up to the roof, bro.
Your tan looks fucking sexy.
Behind the back, trashing each other, talking so much shit.
Your
being
tan looks
rude.
whack,
Exactly, bro. They're just. I
See
feel
how
like
blotchy
that's
it is?
that's the big difference.
Those extensions look fake as fuck.
That's what they say behind the back, bro.
Yeah.
But to each other's face, they're nice.
Two-faced.
Behind the back, they're running them down.
Mhm.
The lads are the opposite.
The lads are the one-faced.
Yes, the one face. The lads are good, bro. We have better friendships.
You can take most blokes at face value.
Yes.
For like what they represent, what they talk about, like you sort of get a good vibe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
you know
like
pretty
easier to
quickly.
work out a bloke than a girl.
Yes.
Obviously from a guy's perspective, but even like girls, it'd be harder to work out a girl than a guy.
100%. Girls can be pretty like two-faced and stuff and put on an act or a character. And they they do it with each other in their
I'm
own
not saying
friendships.
all of them, you fucking idiots.
No, but a lot. Like definitely. I feel like a lot of female friendships aren't as strong as male friendships.
even like really nice girls we know
Mm,
would talk shit behind people's back.
exactly, bro. It's just something that happens.
But like, for example, this is a little example from the other week. Lockie and I were driving in the car. I was driving, Lockie in the passenger seat.
Oh, was that when we...
Yeah, when we went out
Burger
for
night?
dinner. Yeah.
Yes.
And then like we were talking good things about all the boys.
Yeah, it just happens.
And then like we told you, like we were talking good things about you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really nice.
yeah,
But then when we're all together,
everyone's
we're
just
gonna
going at
abuse
each other, bro. It
because
doesn't matter.
that's what our friendship is. Our friendship is I hate you, you're ugly, you're shit at that sport, that type of thing.
Like we were going at Lockie yesterday in the group chat. Oh my god,
It was so funny.
I loved it.
And I know that he was hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're going to see him today, and everything will be resolved.
Yes, unless we just keep going. Yeah. Nah, but he did tell a really bad joke. You can't tell a joke that bad. And
should we say it? No,
I don't even understand it, bro, because I'm
No,
not
no,
a Star
neither.
Wars person or whatever.
Yeah, well, it was Call of Duty or something, but it didn't
It's all
make
the
sense
same, bro.
because it was about a wheelchair.
I don't know what it
And an
was, bro. And
explosion,
there was a remote control
and then
car.
some numbers. Beep, a boop.
Because it was like an RXD, and I thought, oh, that's obviously like Star Wars.
Yeah, I thought it was R2D2.
Yeah, I thought it was like like they were like a buddy or something.
Yeah.
One of those things, bruv. But
Oh, well. He needs a new job. I reckon he could work at Zing.
he would love that, bro. He loves
Zing.
that shop. They're hiring, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
He can apply today in store.
Let's do
I
it.
saw a sign.
Let's make him do
Yeah.
it.
100%.
Anyway, let's get on to some voice messages and confessions.
Hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
It's one voice message this week.
Just one.
Just the one. So it's going to get all our attention. So
Let's
that's
go.
pretty special, isn't it?
It is.
I don't think we've ever had just one before.
No. But we have a couple of court cases today and a couple of
Yes, court
confessions.
cases are good. All right. The one.
What's going on, fellas? Love the potty. Got a question for this week's one. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit blocked up.
So am
I'm
I.
a bit sick, but I'm not going to go out and get COVID tested because my theory is if they stop testing people, they'll stop getting positive results. So all this lockdown and shit will end sooner. So I'm just playing my part for the community. But I got a question for you guys. I'll set the scene. So you got a microwave, you're putting your pie, whatever you need to heat up in there. Whatever's going in your microwave, whatever you're feeling. Close the door. Are you the type of guy that will press the start button, which I believe on most microwaves is 30 seconds? So are you the guy to press that start button, say you need 3 minutes, you press it 6 times. Boom, ready to go. Or are you the guy that will type in 300 and start? I think we just cut out there, boys, but yeah, I'm definitely add 30 seconds on each time. I think typing in the digits is a bit more efficient. Like, you're going to save a couple seconds over the long run, but over your whole life, I think you possibly could save about a minute and a half. But I just wanted to see what you boys are, what you boys do. Love the potty. Keep up the good work, fellas. Catch ya. Go for ya.
For some reason, I like this one a lot.
Yeah?
Who was that?
Denver.
Go for it.
I didn't know there was 2 different types of people. I only just, if I need 3 minutes, I put 3. Start.
Oh, so you never do the...
Why would I press the start 6 times?
Because, like, it adds... So, for example, if you need to heat something up, you... Like, this is what I would personally think the majority of the population would do. If you need to put something on to, like, reheat it or something, pop it in, bang, bang, just tap it, like, start twice.
Ah.
Because it's 30 seconds, right?
Okay.
So, sometimes if, like, let's say I get a cookie from Get Chunky, right?
Yep.
And I want it to be a little bit, like, mushy on the inside, and I only want, like, a 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Press start. Stand there for 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, wow. See, I think that's crazy, bro.
Yeah?
I just always just put in the time I need. Yeah.
I like how you said, oh, it'll save a minute and a half.
I didn't even know there
across
was...
your
I
life.
honestly didn't know there was 2 different types of people.
That's crazy.
When I listened to it, I thought, like, you would only just put in the time you need.
Yeah. Well, this is what... Okay, so for me, I do what he does at home, and at work, I type it in.
Okay.
Because you need to respect everyone else's... Like, if you see someone has 2-minute noodles, obviously, if they put in for 4 minutes, you're going to be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So most people at work would put things on for a max of 3 minutes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you would type it in. You'd go 300 start.
Yep.
Right? But some people, if they have already like a warm meal or something, they'll pop it in, start, take it out.
Okay.
So yeah, start equals 30 seconds. But so you have always been the typer, the efficiency boy.
Always, bro. Always. I honestly did not know that there
Yep.
was this.
Okay.
This is pretty crazy for me to find out.
And then
Wow.
I am, at home, I'm the start because I'm, I don't know, pretty reckless at home.
Start. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I've never even tried that on a microwave.
Do it. I can go home, chuck something in there.
Wow.
Don't even need to eat it, Dill. Just bang, bang.
That's crazy, bro. Wow, the world's crazy.
Let's
That's
have a
blown
quick-
my mind, bro.
I wanted to bring this up. Let's have a quick clap back at the PNC lads, right? So throughout the week, they put out a TikTok saying that up and goes
Yes.
are like disgusting, disgraceful, grow up.
Yeah.
Now, you and I both like them.
Oh, I do enjoy an
We
up
like
and go.
starting our days with them.
I enjoy
every
an up
now
and go
then.
for sure, bro.
We understand they're not the best fucking health choice.
They also lied. I saw a comment. Evan said they have more sugar than a Red Bull, and that's such a
False,
lie, bro.
yeah.
He said they have like 40 grams of I don't know where he got that from. It's
Yeah.
not a Coke, bro.
No.
It's got like half of a Red Bull.
Have you looked
I was-
into it? Okay.
Well, because when they said it has more sugar than a Red Bull, I thought, how can you type that?
yeah.
Like, actually think about it, bro. Like think about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you
Yeah.
actually think an Up and Go has more sugar than a Red Bull?
And then it was brought to my attention that Dylan Buckley has actually not really tried it. An up and go. So, like, he's just saying it because I don't know why they have this hate towards it.
I'm not sure.
Because I knew from watching, Dill Buckley had hatred towards the up and go, right? Whereas Evan was sort of taking the back foot. He was like more so.
I don't think he hates him as much.
No, he was more so just like grow up, just eat a real meal, like have some toast.
I mean, toast.
You know what?
I mean, that's
Sometimes
not
I'll
the
have
greatest
toast
thing ever.
with an up and go.
Oh yeah, bro. Wake up and have an Up and Go. I have a bit of fruit with it. Get some
Yeah.
toast going on. It's just like a nice little added breakfast drink on
It
the
is.
side.
And I don't see an issue with it. And for those who don't understand what we're talking about, who are foreign, we like an up and go.
It's equivalent to 2 Wheat Bix, bro.
Yeah, I know. The
Amazing. The first time I had one, I didn't like it years ago,
Yeah.
and then I started drinking them again. Now I really enjoy them.
Favorite flavor, chocolate.
Yeah, I do like chocolate.
Second
Vanilla's
favourite
okay.
flavour? Yeah.
I've only had those 2. I haven't had anything else.
You need to venture out, I reckon.
What have you? What else is there? Strawberry.
So, yeah, strawberry. I really like that one. That's
Okay.
the first one I ever had.
Yep.
And I had it in my nan's place in New South Wales.
Lovely.
So that's got a special place in my heart.
Yep.
So strawberry's good. Chocolate's good. There's
Mhm.
vanilla. That's not bad. There's a banana as well. Don't
Yep.
mind that. And I think there was also a caramel one, but I only ever had that once.
8.2 grams of protein. Fucking ziz,
Actually,
bro.
might have been Ziz.
Lovely.
Fucking Ziz.
Get those gains going.
You know, I never really knew much about him.
Who?
Ziz.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching a TikTok about him the other day, and he was like talking like he hates fat people. And he was saying it's all about just. He was like a cultural
But
icon.
I didn't realise that he died.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Because I only found out about him, through TikTok as well. A
Yeah.
couple of years back.
But yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, how would you describe an up and go to someone from overseas?
Just like
I'd say like a
vanilla
thicker chocolate.
flavored, yeah, but a breakfast drink.
Yeah.
It's kind of I feel like they're healthy-ish.
It's almost like a thick shake in a bottle.
Yeah.
In a little mini carton.
Got some, not that much sugar. Got a bit of what is it? Got a bit of protein in there. Yeah,
Hit us up, Sanitarium.
yeah. I like up and goes. I was like, I think I like them.
I had up and goes with a Wheat Bix one.
Buckley's got to try one. I reckon.
Yeah.
Got to give it a crack.
Give
bro.
him all the flavours. He loves strawberry milkshakes.
He will love it, bro.
He would froth it.
He'll love it.
And
he'll love it.
Oh my god.
He'll love
It
it.
annoys me.
They're a good drink. Up and goes a good drink, bro. All right, 2 court cases.
Court is in order.
It's here. Let's go. Hey lads, got a quick little court case for you. So a couple of weeks ago, I introduced my now ex-girlfriend to my main friendship group. At first, I was a bit apprehensive because I knew she had been on the piss with her mates all day and was getting all emotional over text, asking why she couldn't come out to meet my mates. I talked it over with the group and they all said to tell her to come down, so she eventually did. This is where it gets real cooked. My fears of her coming blind becomes reality when she proceeded to start hooking up with one of my chick mates. It sounds sick, bro. It doesn't sound like an issue. With one of my chick mates and was being too rowdy all around, making a tit of herself. Interesting terminology, making a tit
Yeah.
of herself. I wonder if he's English. I feel like that's he's from Melbourne. They speak different over there. It's grouse. Doesn't stop there though. She then inevitably got kicked out of the venue for being a sloppy mess.
Oh, where were they? I thought it was just like a mate's place or
Yeah,
something.
so she's met him out. After her getting kicked out, I do the solid boyfriend thing and make sure she gets an Uber safe. However, while waiting for said Uber, she gets very emotional and telling me I should be going home instead of her.
Huh?
Interesting. She's obviously
just
busted.
blasted, yeah.
This behaviour obviously drew attention to us as it was out the front of a popular establishment in the area. So a random bloke approached us and asked her if she was okay, and she replied saying, "No, can you please stay?" To which he then questioned me about what I was doing to upset her and just getting too involved in our business. Bro, blokes like that, scumbags.
Yeah.
The Uber, like it's clear they're dating. The Uber then came and put her in and left her on her merry way. The bloke was obviously implying I was being unreasonable to her, which I definitely was not. If anything, I think I was very patient considering the antics that went down. The following day, she called me and said sorry, explaining she didn't remember anything from that night. Obviously, I was upset and embarrassed, so I struggled with this situation and gave her the benefit of the doubt, but other things happened that pushed it to the edge, so I eventually ended it. She guilty of being a shit chick, or am I overreacting and should have got over it? Cheers, legends.
It's sort of, for me, I'd say it's like a 3-strike policy.
Yeah, like it's just a big drunk night, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it shit happens.
Obviously, it's rough for you. You don't want to go through that again, right? You might, in a relationship, you're probably going to have to take a couple more because it's
for sure.
it's
It's
part
gonna
and
happen, bro.
parcel
It's
of
gonna
being
happen.
a grown. Like,
One day you're going to be too drunk, they're going to be too drunk. That
Yeah.
shit happens.
yeah, but it's just the fact that he's copped that, and then he just look. Is he guilty of being a shit bloke?
No, I don't think you're too.
It's his decision. He can do whatever he wants, right? And then
She seemed remorseful. She was obviously embarrassed, didn't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
So look, obviously there was other. It's not the one reason why you ended it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty.
Nah, you wouldn't just end it over that.
It's pretty plain and clear. So I don't think you're guilty of being a shit bloke. I don't think she's guilty of.
She was just having fun, I
Obviously,
guess.
she might
A
have
few
crossed.
too many.
It was when she goes, "Oh, maybe you should go home." That's the bit that annoyed me. Like when she's trying to flip it on him.
But it's always hard to, like, if you're not on the same level as someone else,
it's hard
drunk
to rationalise.
Maybe he should have got drunker, and then they probably would have had a sick time.
If
If he was really busted up too, bro, they would have had fun that night. She sounded like she was ready for fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm happy to say.
But he obviously doesn't like it because he sent her home.
Yeah, I'm happy to say not guilty.
Yeah. It's not. You're not being a shit bloke.
We can maybe still send it to the jury,
Yeah.
but like, there's not
I
much.
don't think you've been a bad bloke.
Yeah.
All right. So me and the boys have a D-League basketball team. Cruisy type of affair, but still a team nevertheless.
Cool.
We had a 10 p.m. game, which is never easy, but one of the boys has told us he was going to be there and had been talking to him throughout the night. He knew we were tight on numbers and then decided to have a nap at 8 p.m. and didn't rock up, meaning we had to play with 4 players versus a team of 5. Claims to have set alarms before his nap, but the whole thing seems fishy to me. Guilty or innocent, and what's the charge? Guilty, bro.
Yeah, he's guilty.
Shit bloke.
He's guilty.
Don't say you're going to show up, bro, because it's hard to get numbers for sport teams like that.
Especially, how old is this bloke? I assume he'd be over 18.
Yeah.
Once you are over 18, numbers for sports teams are hard to come by.
Don't say you're going to show up.
If you know that you are the 5th man, like you are the link for that team, and you don't come, you're letting 4 blokes down.
Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
That's poor form. I think, come on, bro. 10
Life.
p.m. Who goes to bed at
25 to life.
Just a bad friend. That's not someone you can't rely on him.
No.
So if you can't rely on someone,
It's the old. I slept through the alarm.
don't say you're going to show up. Then you know what I mean. No one. You don't have to.
The only time I ever missed anything, it wasn't even sports related. It was like a meeting or something,
Mm-hmm.
or it might have been. Oh, fuck, I can't even remember. I was like 16. I put the alarm for PM instead of AM, so I just slept through.
Yeah.
I did like 9 PM instead of AM, which was an accident. But yeah, obviously,
It is what it is.
yeah.
2 confessions, mate. Take it away.
See if I can get through this. All right. Hey guys, love the potty. Got a question for you guys. My boyfriend of 3 years broke up with me last week, and he broke it off because he said he outgrew the relationship. I asked him how long he has thought about how he felt, and he said no longer than a week. Do you think he is lying, and he's been thinking about it for ages, or has he found interest in someone else or something? I've been so confused about it because he's a very loyal person, but I don't understand how he can break off a 3-year relationship after only thinking about the fact he outgrew it for a week. I would love your help. I don't know what the best thing for me to do is. Cheers, boys.
It's definitely a lot longer than a week. He's been thinking about that.
Yeah, it's something that would weigh on him until it's too much.
It's been for a while, for sure.
Because if he's a loyal bloke, he'd probably want to try and work through those thoughts or feelings. But yeah, I think him saying a week is him trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not believing that.
It hasn't been a week. I don't know if he's found someone. Maybe you can do some investigating.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Instagram snap stories?
Normally,
what's going on?
Normally, if you think the bloke's loyal, right, and a lot of girls will be like with a drug dealer who's like fucking crazy. And
Yeah,
like,
and then be surprised when he fucks him over. Like,
Yeah.
bro, what do you think, bro?
But-
He's on MD or every day. Like,
But if you have a pretty solid idea of how this bloke is, he probably won't be seeing someone else.
Nah.
Realistically.
man's just, I don't know. He's on his own journey now, and as are you.
Yeah.
You know?
Weird outgrew the relationship.
Yeah,
Like, what does he mean by that, though?
Maybe,
Like,
I don't know what he wants. He obviously just wants a new...
Yeah.
That means he wants a different girl or a new girl, unfortunately.
yeah, I think it means that he's done. He said, like, this was good for this period of my
But I just
life.
don't want it anymore.
Yeah. And what does
It's
she do?
tragic.
What
She
does
moves
do?
on, bruv.
Yeah, there's
Get
nothing.
back out, go to the club, go to the pub,
The more you think about it, the more you dwell on like
hang
your
out with the
past
girls.
relationship,
Yeah,
it's
just
gonna.
go out and have
it's
some
gonna suck.
fun. You're a
So,
free
yeah.
bird.
Mhm.
Fly.
You're a free bird.
All right. In keeping with the school theme of Zoom calls,
Yeah.
this was a good one. This is
Okay.
just a kid just not giving a fuck.
All right.
To do was
I'm sorry, can I just interrupt, Jake? Ethan Nam, you need to mute yourself, and I don't want to hear those noises playing one more time. This will be followed up later on.
What are you gonna fucking do?
I beg your pardon?
What are you gonna fucking do?
This is school. Can you get rid of Ethan Nam off this?
I don't know who Ethan Nam is, but I certainly would try and do that.
What are you gonna do? Fuck you gonna do?
You need to end it, Mr. Schooler, because he's playing porn noises. You can kick him off the Zoom.
I'm not sure how to do that.
I think you need to end the meeting, Mr. Schooler.
It's just stomach pains.
I think that's best for now.
The
All
best
right,
bit, bro.
Because at the moment he's wearing a mask, smoking a vape and playing porn noises and all the other boys can see.
To do was
Wearing a mask.
Wearing a mask,
Vaping.
smoking a vape, and then he says to the teacher, "What the fuck are you gonna do, bro?" That's great. Kids getting too confident online, eh?
That's mad confident. But that's disrespectful as fuck. Like, she's just
Bro,
trying to
he's
teach
vaping and wearing
a.
a mask. The fuck you gonna do?
To be fair, there's not much. There's not much she can do. She
bro.
couldn't even kick him. She had to ask someone else.
Yeah, and he didn't know what to do. So the class got ended, bro, because of him. He got everyone out of school. He's a hero.
Pretty bold of her to assume that it was, porn noises. Could have been
He had
anything.
stomach pains, bro.
Yeah.
Been rushed to the emergency room. Well, that's that.
That's that. Another
That's the
week,
week,
another
mate.
potty. That's number 96.
Closer to the big hundo.
Oh, what a century. We'll bring some bats in to raise.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good time.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed this week. Much love. Enjoy the week ahead. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Definitely.